before we come to work.
I'm talking about it. I'm talking about last night.
At night, National Night Out?
Yeah.
That's work. That ain't for us to eat.
No, man.
You eat before you come.
Absolutely.
Get a plate to go.
So now that's like the family barbecue. You know, you make sure you eat before you get to the barbecue.
Right.
Before it all get packed up.
Oh yeah.
Come this way.
Scoot up, Alex. Oh no, there's no hiding. Ain't no hiding around here, brother. Everybody, mic's on. We hot.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Reviving Mississippi Show. I'm your host, Dekeither Stamps. We got our co-host here, Mr. Mac Epps. How you doing today, Mac?
I'm good, bro. How about yourself?
How was the week going for you?
Man, the week was going good. We had a great time last night at the National Night Out.
I gained 5 pounds.
That was one of the drawbacks of it. Couldn't stay at one of the places we wanted. You know, you just want to hang out everywhere. Just collect plates.
Hey, the fellowship and the good time.
Good fellowship.
Good fellowship, good food.
Yeah, we need more time so we can get a chance to sit down and fellowship at each place and show our appreciation by eating as much food as we can before we leave.
Now, Mac, across the city we had, almost 30 neighborhoods participate.
Right.
But I'm thankful that in Ward 4 we had 12.
Oh yeah, they was in
30.
Yeah.
4. So 12 of the neighborhoods who participated in National Night Out from across the city were in Ward 4, and I appreciate each and every one of them. We made our rounds and we couldn't get to everybody.
Right.
Before they were gone. We went to a couple places and they
were packing up. And they gave us that face.
Yeah, we started off at Grove Park and went through Bel Air and Milo, and we drove through Northwest Hills and the Queens.
West Side
over there with Sister Princess Barbara and all the sisters and brothers over there, and went through Cedar Hills with my family and Mr. Ward and everybody.
Brook Hollow.
Went through Brook Hollow. They were packed up and gone with Mr. Unger. We'll get you next time.
We got to get them next time.
Then our sisters and brothers over in Willowwood with Sister Sylvester and over in Tony. And
Tony Tips, that barbecue, baby.
Pretty unique.
Oh yeah.
And then over Mr. Grant and down at Carriage Hills and our good brother Baron Banks and the rest of them over there in Carriage Hills. We had a great time yesterday. I wanted to tell everyone I appreciate everyone who participated in National Night Out. It's a great time for fellowshipping with your neighborhood and just seeing folks and just spending some time together other than just blowing your horn and waving. Sometimes you gotta do more than blow your horn and wave. You gotta spend some time actually fellowship.
And there's no better way to fellowship than over a good meal.
Several good meals.
And if you got leftovers, you might need to holler Reviving Mississippi.
I know, my goodness. We went over. Now, who do you think had the best?
You for start a fight. You about to start a fight.
Well, no, I'm going to take that back.
Best spread?
There was some good food at every stop.
Right.
Right? I mean, from the chicken and rice to the gumbo to the ribs and chicken. See, we didn't just have, hot dogs.
How you cut a pie with a pocket knife?
Right. Yeah. We had sweet potato pie, pecan pie.
Yeah, you couldn't wait on the fork.
Caramel cake. It wasn't just a regular thing, Commissioner Brown. This was a full spread.
I'm getting hungry over here.
Oh, hey, I've been hungry. I keep telling about his metabolism. He has 2 people with him, myself and Karen, that has a high metabolism. He was like, we gotta go. Like, we gotta eat. We gotta keep going.
Again, everyone, I appreciate you coming out to National Night Out last night. Again, it was a great event. Next year we're going to start in South Jackson and work up north.
That might be the deal.
Because we get down to South Jackson, it's a little, it's coming about almost over with by then.
Yeah.
So we're going to start next year down south and work our way back up north.
Oh, we'll split up and meet you, and we'll do the taste testing ahead of time before you get there. But we got some. What else you got up now? I know you've had a hard week.
Oh, we've been rolling this week. I just got back in town today.
Right.
We got a great show lined up for you, ladies and gentlemen. We got Commissioner Cecil Brown here and Mr. Washington. They're going to talk about a wonderful event that we're having next week at Grove Park. We got Mr. Therese Harris with Next Level. That's a great experience and a great opportunity. That's going to be a business opening up in South Jackson. People been talking for a long time. What are you doing with the Metro Center? What are you doing with the Metro Center? Well, y'all need to do something. We need a nice place to go.
Right.
You know, you need to do something on our side of town. So it's been 3 years in the making. I've been kind of, gritting my teeth for a while because I want to say something about it, but can't say something about it. You know something's coming, but
Right.
you can't just let the cat in the bag too early. That's one of the only drawbacks to this job is still being excited when you know people are frustrated with the situation. So, but first and foremost, I want to welcome to the show Commissioner Cecil Brown. He's the Central District Transportation Commissioner. Public Service Commissioner here in Mississippi. And next week on Tuesday, we'll be having a one-on-one with Commissioner Cecil Brown at Grove Park Community Center. That's 4126 Parkway Avenue, from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Welcome to the show, Commissioner Brown.
Great, thank you very much, Councilman. Thank you both, and Mac, thank you for having us here. Got
Yes,
Alex
sir.
Washington here with me, and Alex is my Chief Policy Advisor, and we're here to talk about the event you mentioned, which is next Tuesday night at 6 p.m. in Grove Park. It's called 101. It's kind of like a town hall meeting. We're inviting people from the area, anywhere in the Jackson area, Jackson metro area, who might have a question about their utility service or their utility bills, or just want to talk about issues in the area, to come sit down with us and talk about those issues. We're going to have our entire staff there. And of course, you're going to be there, Mr. Councilman,
Yes,
I think,
sir.
and
Yes, sir.
be talking about some things that are going on in Jackson, and we're going to have some of the utilities there. So we're looking forward to it, hoping to have a good crowd.
So you've had over 100 events.
167.
167 events.
Yeah, the week's not over, man.
Oh man. Oh man.
So most people don't know about a lot of things that happens in Public Service Commission because they're just not informed.
Right.
And so first, on behalf of constituents, thank you for bringing the Public Service Commission to the people.
Well, that's who we serve. Our job, Public Service Commission regulates utilities, and utilities are monopolies. When you turn on the light switch, you don't have an option about who's going to provide you electricity. When you get gas for your house, you don't have an option. It's the gas company, and they could charge you whatever they wanted to. They could give you bad service, except for the Public Service Commission. That's the way the law works. We are the group that represents the consumers in dealing with their utilities. We got a full-time staff of people who answer calls. If you have a problem with your utility, you have a problem with the service, or you have a problem with the bill, and you've tried to work it out with the utility company, you can't get it worked out, you can call us at 961-5430, 961-5430, and talk to one of our consumer service specialists. Or if you're out of town, it's a long distance call, you can call 1-800-356-6430, 356-6430, and talk to one of our consumer service department. We don't regulate telephone companies. We don't regulate cable TV, cable companies like that. But we do have a good working relationship with all utilities. So if you got a problem with utility, you can't get it worked out, whether we regulate them or not, call us. We'll try to help you mediate that problem, try to work it out.
Okay, so give me an example of a typical call that you get that you can actually handle in your office.
So, for example, if you have a problem with Entergy, if there's a line hanging too low in your house, near your property, you can give us a call and we can send Entergy out there. And we also have some investigators on our staff. If you're having problems paying your Entergy bill, you can give us a call and we'll try to work with Entergy to come to some kind of resolution.
Okay.
We also work with, I know folks have been in Jackson, as you know, Mr. Council, have been having problems with their water. We've been working with Jackson Water Department to try to work some of those issues out, and we've had some success in trying to move them up the line on getting repairs done. We've had problems with telephone lines, as Alex was talking about, just with energy. We also have problems with telephone lines. Sometimes the power company may come out and mess up your yard while they're working on your lines, and people call us, they want their yard repaired. We've been able to get that done. So just any kind of problem they might have with the utility company, we're more than willing to try to help them.
So what about the like cable internet type utilities? Y'all regulate to a degree those? Or?
No, we don't have any regulatory authority, but again, if you got a problem with Comcast, or you got a problem with AT&T, Uverse, or one of those companies, call us, and we've got good contacts with them, and we'll be talking about that on Tuesday night also. We also have some programs that people just don't know about, that are not problem-type programs. We got some programs to help people with their utility bills, and we have access to programs to help them with the cost of broadband. Alex, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so we've been promoting programs with AT&T. If you're on SNAP benefits, you can qualify for broadband service for $10 a month. If your child qualifies for free or reduced lunch, you can get reduced broadband service with Comcast as well.
For $10 a month, and you can even buy a computer for $150, believe it or not.
So for $150,
right,
you can get access to the World Wide Web, then $10 a month. That's an awesome program, especially, you know, because we have what's called the digital divide here in Jackson. Ladies and gentlemen, the digital divide is that division between people who have access to the internet and folks who don't. Now, in the coming years, as you all know, it's hard to run your life without having access to the internet. Very hard, because so much stuff is done on the internet.
It is, and we got to applaud these companies. They're doing this. They're losing money on this, but it's part of their outreach to try to get people past the digital divide, like you're talking about. Trying to make, particularly school kids, give them access to the broadband access and to computer access, because a lot of them now, they have their homework. You know, they get their homework out of their research on the internet, and if they don't have access to it, they just aren't able to do what they need to do.
Well, and I think that's one of the good things I was telling some more people about what you were doing since you was elected. You know, you came in and you really have been burning the streets up and answering the questions, because so many people do not know and understand what the Public Service Commissioner does, and how important role it plays in their day-to-day lifestyle. You know, some things that I know we covered about the regulations about like what we say atmosphere, you would say energy. But what are some other things that people might not know of that the Public Service Commissioner has a hand in that they deal with on a day-to-day basis?
Well, we touch everybody in Mississippi every day.
Okay.
Everybody uses utilities every day. And so the services that we provide through the utility companies are able to work the utilities on, have a big impact on folks' lives. One of the things is the energy efficiency program, and Alex, you can talk about that, and the new 811 law. Those are very important.
So Entergy will be at our one-on-one event on Tuesday. They have a great program going on right now where they're signing people up. All Entergy customers qualify for free home audits. They'll come out to your house, do a full analysis. They'll install certain fixtures for free, and it's a great way to save money on your Entergy bill. 811, we've been meeting with Mississippi 811. There's a new law that will go into effect on January 1st where any damage to any buried pipelines, the 811 board will have some penalties in place, and fines will be levied to citizens who damage those lines.
Yeah, this is the call before you dig law. You've probably seen that on television or read about it over the years over the news. It's been around a long time, 811. If you're going to dig in your yard, you're supposed to call 811. Until recently, there's been no penalty. So if you didn't call, it really didn't amount to anything unless you made a mistake and hit a gas line or an electric line. Then you could be subject to some damages from the utility company. But there was no state-imposed penalty. Beginning in January, there will be. The federal government has told us we have to begin assessing penalties. If we don't do it, they're going to take over our program, and they're going to assess penalties. So the legislature, yeah, we don't want that. And their penalties are much worse than our penalties would be. So the legislature passed a bill that will require people to dial 811, and if you don't do it and you hit a gas line or you hit a power line or you hit a television cable and you damage it, you can be subject to some penalties, not only the damages to the cable or the pipeline, but damages by the state imposing a penalty on you. We don't want that to happen. It's not only the law, but it's a smart thing to do. You don't want to hit a gas line, and we've had people killed hitting it. We got a lot of underground power lines.
That's right.
There's a lot of them around.
That's right.
And if you're digging and you hit a power line, it can be deadly, and we just don't need that to happen. If you're going to dig 12 inches or more using, if you're going to dig down, you can dig down 12 inches with your hand tools, but if you're gonna dig down deeper than that, you gotta call 811.
That's right. So any residential property owners, if you're digging more than a foot, you need to call Mississippi 811. If anytime you're using any kind of mechanical equipment, you must call no matter how deep you're going.
Yeah,
And that's very important. Like if you're putting a fence up in your backyard or your front yard, you don't know what you're about to hit.
no, if you got a post hole digger, that's considered a mechanical device. So if you're gonna dig, yeah, if you got a post hole digger, you're out in your yard, you're gonna put up a fence,
Right.
and you're gonna dig, you gotta call 811. All they do, here's the way it works. You call them, and they've got 48 hours before you start digging. You call them more than 48 hours before you're gonna dig. And all the utility companies in your area have to come out there and mark the lines so you'll know where you cannot dig. It's very simple. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, and they've got 48 hours to come out. If they don't come out within 48 hours, you call them back and they got 4 hours. So they're supposed to be out there, and there are penalties against the companies if they don't comply.
So keep in mind, up to 6 representatives could come to your house to mark those lines before you can start digging.
Is it gas, electric,
Various telephone companies.
various telephone company, cable company? Yeah.
All of it.
Yeah, so that's very important. I think a lot of times we don't think about, information like that because all of us have been guilty of digging below a foot or more.
Oh, yeah.
In
I
your
know.
backyard.
I just put a mailbox up.
So,
I
yeah,
hope you
Come on, Councilman Stan.
You don't tell us that.
Well, I appreciate y'all for coming, and we look forward to. So again, ladies and gentlemen, the event will be one-on-one with the Public Service Commissioner, Mr. Cecil Brown, Commissioner Cecil Brown, on Tuesday, October the 18th, from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at the Grove Park Community Center. We'll have representatives from different utility companies, the Public Service Commission, and the City of Jackson on hand to help assist you and get you more information about Public Service Commission and the different utility companies' programs that are existing. So thanks a lot.
Thank you all. We're excited about it, looking forward to seeing everybody.
We just appreciate you chose Ward 4 to come
Yes,
and
sir.
visit.
Thank
Yes, sir.
you for
Yes, sir.
inviting us. Thank you.
y'all take it easy.
Thank you, man. See you.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, please come out and to the Public Service Commissioners one-on-one event on Tuesday the 18th at Grove Park Community Center. That's at 4126 Parkway Avenue, Jackson, Mississippi. Their telephone number is 1-800-356-3430. That's 1-800-356-6430. Matt, you want to take a second to highlight our underwriters?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Reviving Mississippi underwriters and sponsors. We have Better Home Realty, owned by Ms. Michelle Wade, licensed real estate agent. Contact her at 601-624-1055. Email address, whyrentYouCanBuy, the letter Y, rent, letter U, can buy at yahoo.com. All right, now once you get your house, you got to get your car. Northview Autoplex, black-owned business by Mr. Kevin Williams, 4180 Northview Drive, Jackson, Mississippi. Kevin is a graduate of Callaway High School, Tougaloo College, a proud member of Cade Chapel and Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. You can reach him at 601-487-6190.
What's the number again, Mac?
That is 487-6190. Make sure you give him a call and go get you a car.
Okay.
All right, and you can reach him on it. You can check out the inventory before you go in, www.northviewautoplex.com. Also the same on Facebook, northviewautoplex.com. So now you got your car, you got your house, you got to get you a little spiritual nourishment.
Go out to Touching the World Ministries on Mega Evans Boulevard, right down by 5 Points, a little teepee-shaped roof, and see Pastor and First Lady Tommy Bell. Brother Bell does a great job. They have that place rocking when you go in there.
But you got some good news for us, though.
Oh, they'll be coming to Ward 4 soon.
They moving to Ward 4.
Nah, exactly.
Hey, Ward 4 holding it down. We doing the best
we
we
do
can.
appreciate Pastor
And we also
First
added
Lady
another
Tommy
underwriter, too.
Okay.
We did. I think we going to keep it in the Stamps family.
That's right. We will, during lunch, go on out and see our brothers over at Stamp Super Burgers right on Dalton. Everybody knows where it is.
Oh,
Put
yeah.
it back into your rotation.
Pillar
We went
of
by there
command.
the other day. We went by there to see Phil, and Algernon was there too. And it's good to see the brothers still keeping the family business going and doing the things necessary to provide a good quality experience for the people. And I joke with them all the time. They done figure out how to put a whole cow between two pieces of bread.
Well, they don't figure out how to put a turkey in there too. And they get them turkey burgers are the bomb.
And I had those sweet potato fries, Mac.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they had this cinnamon and sugar mix on them.
Thanks, Council.
I almost turned around and go get some more.
Thanks, Council. Now I'm hungry again. So I guess we know where we headed when we leave the radio station.
Well, you know, as always, Phil and his brother Tim, and they do a great job of, like I said, keeping things going. And please partake in their business, and we're going to continue to support them as much as we can. I got one other thing I want to announce too.
What you got?
We were at National Night Out last night.
Oh, yes.
This sister, I ran into the most innovative sister I've seen in a while.
Right.
Sister Brittany Kane.
Mm-hmm.
She has Hopscotch Mobile Shop.
What?
She's taken one of those UPS trucks, those big trucks.
Yeah.
Right.
And she's placed racks in them, and she has a mobile boutique.
Right.
Wow.
With a dressing room.
Right.
Right there.
In the truck.
In the truck. I mean, a mobile boutique. They got shoes, clothes, everything right in the truck.
Price affordable.
Innovative.
Right.
Created a business.
Go on Facebook, go online, look at Hopscotch Mobile Shop, and check that experience out. You can have them come to your events. You have these outdoor events and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
They can come just like any other vendor. They show up, pull down the ramp. There you go.
Open up the truck.
There it is.
See, tell me that melanin don't do nothing to your body.
Boy.
That melanin will get you going. This sister and her mother, like again, they got a wonderful boutique right inside of. It's mobile.
Right.
I mean, it's beautiful.
Wherever you want to be.
You wouldn't even know what until they open it up. You don't even know what it is. But when I walked in there, it's all the decor. I mean, it's a boutique.
Wow.
And they have boutique lights. The lights
The whole thing.
from the ceiling. They are running, and they had each clothing is in individual shelves on racks.
Wow.
It looks better than some boutique stores.
I've been to some of these little storefront places that aren't as well put together as this.
The sister did a good job.
I mean, ladies and gentlemen, you got to go online and Google Hopscotch Mobile Shop and take a look at what these sisters have done. I'm telling you, that experience is wonderful. Just go online and check it out.
And we got a couple of announcements. We hit them now, hit them at the end.
Go ahead.
All right, because I know we got a fire subject coming up at the end of the show.
That's right. That's
All right, so let me touch these other ones. Don't forget about in case you want to get back to your roots and get back out into the rural area, Trace Pathway Farm, October 8th, 20th, 25th, 27th, and 31st. You can come out there right down to Lerner, Mississippi, better known as Stamps Farm, and enjoy the scenery. We usually bring out about how many kids from JPS?
Around about 1,500 to 2,000.
Come out there, enjoy it. You can call if you'd like to schedule an appointment for your church or group. You can call 601-497, and I lost the other part of the number.
We'll look it up.
Hold on
for
one
you.
second. 601-497-8189.
Give it one more time, man.
497-8189. That's 601-497-8189. So make sure you go out there and check it out.
And
Trash Pathway Farms, and also on the website.
Yep, so you can go online, and Dr. Rosie Payton does a great job. My father, Delmer Stamp's mother, the whole family is involved in this. And, we just want to give the young folks an experience that they don't traditionally get. This is our 5th year now, and, I appreciate all the students who come, all the teachers who facilitate this from all over JPS, Hinds County, and even Rankin County. They come out and have a great experience on the farm. We even give them a pumpkin to take home with them. So
Yeah.
You can go online at tracepathwaysfarms.com and take a look at some of the pictures. We have a Facebook page, and then you can give us a call to participate. If you want to sign your school up, we got a few slots left, not many. We got a few slots left. So if you want to participate, or you want your school to participate, come on out. We have a great time every year with all the students. They love it. I'm in a whole different mode when they come out there.
Are you in farmer mode?
Oh yeah,
You farm stand mode.
We're wide open when they come out.
Overalls and gloves and hat, no.
That's right.
On the track.
And rolling.
And the
right?
kids love it. And sisters, please put on hard bottom shoes when you
That's
come out
right.
here.
Closed toe shoes.
They had on flip flops and they about died running
Yeah.
through Something crawling on my foot. Something crawling on my foot. I gotta walk through. I like, you did come to a bar, my sister.
Yeah, so closed-toe
shoes,
long
please.
socks, no cute socks.
No.
Long socks on your shoe.
That's what.
Wear your grass cutting jeans that day.
That's right.
Hey, we got a couple of things we make sure we're gonna hit. We're talking about supporting black businesses and networking. Jackson Black Pages Mixer, October 27th at the Nest that highlights across the street from Tulu College. We will have Hope Credit Union, someone to come out and represent to talk about commercial lending and about what they can do for you with small black businesses, with Hope being predominantly 75 to 80% black membership owned. So come out to Jackson Black Pages Mixer, October 27th. That's Thursday, October 27th at the Nest that highlights, the old highlights across the street from Tulu College at 6 p.m. And also we've got a couple of events, things that's going on in the world. Make sure we continue to pray and uplift Haiti. If you go to my Facebook page, Mac Epps, you can see one of the brothers that I know personally that's trying to support and get back to help his family from Haiti. His name is Dr. John Mesidor. So if you go check him out, he is raising money to take it himself. That's a whole other conversation. We're going to talk about how you put your money into other places and just don't get the same result.
You know, I saw a news story.
You don't get the same result
about
when you do it.
one organization. I guess we got
Right.
rules here at the radio station. We can't name certain
Right.
things, but they raised over $1 billion for Haiti
Mm-hmm.
and only built 6 houses.
Mm.
Now let me just say it again. The last time these non-government organizations raised over $1 billion and they built 6 houses.
I think they had that on the news, isn't it?
Yeah, that was on the news. I don't want to call the name of the
No, we don't need
charitable organization.
No.
We know who it is.
Yeah.
We know who it is, you know. But if you're gonna give, and you want somebody to be good stewards of what you give, look for the people who have connections to just that specific thing. These global non-government organizations don't send as much money to what you're sending it for, because when these tragedies happen, they know that people give. But they don't necessarily promise to give it specific to what you're giving it to and for. They just take it for the organization. And the organization then chooses what humanitarian efforts that they want to disseminate those resources and funds to. But this is also a good segue to encourage folks to go out and see Birth of a Nation.
Oh, please do that.
Go see Birth of a Nation. Don't believe the hype or the narrative that people on the news have been saying that Birth of a Nation was a flop. Birth of a Nation pulled in $7 million. That's more in the opening weekend than 12 Years a Slave. And that went on to be a great movie. This is a great movie. We got to tell the story.
Again.
That's right. That's right. That's right. We got to tell our story our way, and you rarely get an opportunity to see on the big screen about black resistance. You don't get to see like this. You get to see some coonery stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Come on.
Yeah, some soul playing stuff.
There you go.
So go see Birth of a Nation. Wonderful opportunity for you to see what black resistance looks like. It's more, we have to evolve from the Snapchat and tweeting and posting kind of resistance to the I'm gonna die trying
There you go.
level of resistance in order to achieve the proper level of respect. That's a whole other conversation. But go see Birth of a Nation. You won't regret it. You'll probably go see it again.
Right.
Because you're going to be kind of emotional when you come through, but it's going to deepen your resolve. The main point of these different things is to deepen your resolve and understand that you play a role in your generation too, just like they played a pivotal role then. And you can parallel your actions versus their actions to see where we may be falling short and how we need to refocus what we're doing. Because people paid a huge price to start this inertia of movement of struggle and progress for black folks in this world. And what are we doing now? They had deep resolve, and we need to tap into that deep resolve to grow our resolve so that we can be more focused.
And the sister called in last week, Miss Angela Ellis, who also talked about her own personal history of black history with,
That's right.
with her grandfather, and how the deacons, because he hid some of the members from the civil rights movement in his church, and when the white Klansmen and folks came to get him, the deacons protected him.
That's right.
And, so you talk about Birth of a Nation and how Nat Turner had that same type of drive, and I was just talking about that today to another guy, who's a Tula alum, Mr. Roosevelt Turner, was talking about how when he was going to school, he switched schools and he got jumped on by the white guys that was at school because during the era he was going, and how the community, his old high school, showed up. How his friends from his neighborhood showed up and had his back in defense, and everybody stepped away and left him alone. So it just goes back to show that work then, regardless if it's physically or what we need to do to show up when one of us is doing wrong, and especially for us not to do it to each other.
Yeah,
That's the first thing, is understanding the purity of love for our own brothers and sisters of the African descent, but also to have their back when they are in the right, and chastise and get on them when they're in the wrong.
But we chastise in private and praise in public.
Oh yeah.
Come on in this room. We don't.
Come on in this room so I can beat you up.
That's right. We don't get into the public lynchings.
Oh no, we don't do this.
So when they castrate brothers in the open today, they do it today.
I don't do entertainment for me.
We don't get involved in stuff. But back to the point. Go see Birth of a Nation and govern yourselves accordingly, because the struggle of progress for black folks in this country is not over.
Right.
We got an election coming up where neither one of them are really pointing to the commitment of solving our problems. All right. So in order for us to get the proper respect we need in this country, is we need to continue to stay focused on unity, stay focused on the things that matter, voting, and the dollar. Now, when it comes to that dollar, I'm the Respect Our Black Dollar counselor.
Oh man.
So when it comes to that dollar and
dollar is powerful,
how we move ourselves forward, one of the primary things we must do is first support and celebrate our businesses that we have. For a long time, people have been saying, "What are y'all doing with the Metro Center?
Yeah.
What are y'all doing with black businesses?" So we got two major announcements. The first of which is, and we've been kind of having the lead on this for a while, and I'm excited to have Brother Therese Harris here from the Next Level.
I'm excited to be here.
I'm glad for you to be here.
I'm glad.
So the Next Level is a wonderful experience. I went by there this past weekend for an event. The decor, the ambiance,
It's beautiful.
It's unparalleled. Tell us, first off, what's the mission of the Next Level? Where is it, and how can people get in touch with you?
It's just to bring a one-of-a-kind experience to Jackson that Jacksonians can be proud of.
Okay.
And that's the mission. It's going to be an experience unlike anything you've ever experienced in Jackson. And that's what we're proud of. That's what we want to see, and that's what we're excited about.
Okay. So tell us about location, events, times.
Well, look, the events, they're coming. And you're definitely going to want to be on the website to see what's going to happen. I think the big thing is, as far as the location, it's in a safe location right above the police station.
Now, hold on. So now there's an event space.
Yes.
That is right above the police station.
Yes.
So safety and security should not be a
It's
question.
not an issue.
Should not be an issue.
Not an issue.
Right.
How about that?
So talk a little bit about the facility, about what people can expect when they come. It's right in the Metro Center on the upstairs of the old McGrady's built.
Well, the Widow Watson.
Right.
Some people might remember that. Yeah, of course. But this is going to be a same kind of elegant experience,
But bigger.
but bigger.
Right.
How
Now
about
talk
that?
about the size, space, what folks
About
expect.
20. What's that? 200. I can't even stop now. It's a huge space. Look,
Okay.
it's a multi-event complex. So a multi-entertainment complex with a piano bar, outdoor patio.
Yeah.
You name it. There's a lot of things there.
And if I remember correctly, I think it's set up to it's a restaurant on one side.
It's Indi's restaurant.
It has a
You have
piano
solo-
bar.
Yes.
You had the patio where you can put some stoves out there and kind of sort of overlook the area. And then it has an entertainment side and the boutique hall. So to give us a little information about that, the entertainment side and the boutique hall.
Well, okay. So
Banquet hall.
the banquet hall,
Right.
It's all Emmy's restaurant, and
Right.
it's the next level experience. So you come in, you can enjoy food. Of course, we have a world-class chef that's going to be there serving food, and of course, you have over 20,000 square feet of just entertainment, beauty, elegance, and a one-of-a-kind. Jackson experience.
So
right here.
20,000 square feet.
Yes,
Yep.
Yeah, that's huge.
that's huge.
That's one of the larger establishments in the city.
That's it.
It's now home right in South Jackson.
That's
Right,
right.
right in the heart of
Right
South,
there.
right in the heart of South Jackson, in a very safe location. I mean, you got the police department downstairs, you got the sheriff's department on one side, you got the highway patrol on the other side. So, and then just to let folks know where the old Woodrow Watson's is, they've renovated that space, but also the whole upstairs of what used to be McGray's
Right.
building, the entire upstairs, 20,000 square feet.
And look, you can see pictures of it when you go to the website.
What's the website?
nextleveljxn.com.
So
nextleveljxn.com. Now, when you go there, you'll see pictures. You can actually go on there, contact them about planning events for next year. This is definitely going to be one of those places you want to plan events for next year and do all that kind of thing.
Man, sounds good, man. I definitely think about that. That's something we have been having a conversation about 3 years ago, even 4, about having something on that end of town. You know, we always talk about how many people below South Jackson, that's in South Jackson below Highway 80 to eat. Where we have a couple of spots. We have some smaller spots. But when you're talking about a good sit down to go out after Sunday dinner, or if you want to go out on Saturday or Friday, and it's right there in your area. Because we definitely believe in shopping Jackson. We definitely believe in shopping black. We definitely is even better when you can shop Jackson black and right in your neighborhood, right in your ward. So you've killed multiple birds with one stone with this place. I think you're going to do really well with it.
It's going to be incredible. Cuban and Caribbean cuisine. So
Oh, man.
it's going to be delicious.
And I had that this weekend.
Oh, did you?
I had Caribbean cuisine this weekend.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Oh, man.
So talk a little bit about, like, how did you even choose this location? I've talked to some folks, but just so the listening audience knows, how did you come to choosing this location for
Well,
this?
the first thing is commitment to South Jackson. And then another thing is convenient location right off of 20,
Right.
off of 220,
Right.
right off of Highway 80.
Right.
You can easily get there.
Everybody can travel.
Everybody.
Clinton,
And most folks
Rankin.
live right in that area.
Yeah.
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 Let me give folks a little background about this location. When we came in office, one of the things that we campaigned on was South Jackson, right?
Yeah.
And things to do. And there are a few industries that we dominate in. Entertainment is one. Healthcare is another. We're still working on some other things, but while we're rebuilding Jackson, let's build on our strengths. And one of those strengths is entertainment.
Yeah.
Because the region didn't compete with us or can't compete with us when it comes to entertainment. And some folks compete with us when it comes to housing, schools, but you don't go to Brandon to have a good time. You don't go to Pearl to have a good time. You don't go to Clinton for these other things, right? So one industry that we can compete in across the region is entertainment. So then we started looking at different venues. We started doing some resort districts with Johnny T's and One Block East and Howlin' Mal's, and we started. We did a deal with the Iron Horse Grill, all trying to build entertainment. But the big issue was the Metro Center. How do you do something with the Metro Center? So when we came aboard, the Metro Center was bank owned. It was in foreclosure.
Yeah.
So we were trying to recruit people to do business in the Metro Center. It was very hard because businesses were saying, well, if it's bank owned, you don't know the direction of the business until you get someone to buy it. Then we'll have a strong sense of the direction of the whole property and where it's going to go. So we finally worked through some things. We passed an economic empowerment zone ordinance. Then we used that and several other things to bait it to be sold, and it was finally purchased by a group, one person locally and a few more out of Beverly Hills. Actually purchased the property, and it took them a couple months to get their feet under them, kind of directing what they wanted to see with the portion they own and working with management there and the other stakeholders that are in the area. That took some time. We worked some arrangements with
And what your opportunity to experience something unlike anything that you've experienced in Jackson. It's not just a place to come eat and hear music, but it's an event place. So everything that's going to happen there are going to be events, things that you just don't see anywhere else. And so that's what we're excited about.
Well, it look like your partner just rolled in here. We can go ahead and get him in here and get him on the mic. Come on to the mic, brother.
Yeah.
Come on up to the mic.
Not only that, it's going to be a family-oriented event place. Come on up here.
It's like he literally ran in, breathing hard and everything.
How y'all doing today, man?
How you doing, Keith?
Everything good, man. Everything good.
So, this young brother is the point man running this operation. We've talked a little bit. I don't know if you listened on the way in.
Oh, I was.
All right,
Definitely tuned all the way in.
What have we left out about the next level that you want to make sure that the people understand and hear and are able to understand what you're doing there and where you're going?
I mean, we hit our key points. The mission statement is simply to give the city make the city proud, give Jackson proud, give the city a proud, complex facility. Y'all named it already. 20,000 square feet, to just give them some of an elegance, nice place to come and enjoy. We like to call it upscale, nice, and the side of town that it's on. I mean, we really have been working hard with each other, and we really just want to give the city something to really come out and enjoy. So,
Do you have a list of anything that's coming up that the public can come check out? Any type of events that's coming up?
Well, I tell you what, when it comes, the first thing you're going to look for is the Sunday brunch that we're going to start.
Okay.
And that's going to be between 10 and 3.
Okay.
And it's going to be one of those gospel inspirational events that you're not going to want to miss.
Mm-hmm.
There are going to be other events there that people are going to. We're going to bring salsa and date night and movie night, and this is a multi-complex event hall. So there's going to be something there for everybody who love family-oriented entertainment and fun.
You said movie.
Moving.
It made me think about
I didn't want to
Birth
say
of
that,
a Nation. I'm thinking about Birth of a
A
Nation.
special screening.
Yeah,
Everything's going to
yeah.
be exclusive and special here.
Oh, man.
So you got to understand, this is going to be one of a kind, completely.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so definitely, brothers, I appreciate y'all for coming, and we look forward to participating in the next level experience. Again, ladies and gentlemen, it's in the upstairs of the where the old Woodard Watson's was, but it's opening up to the whole upstairs of the McRae's building in the Metro Center Mall. It's about 20,000 square feet, and you will be shocked when you walk in. I mean, when you walk in the front door and you see the decor. And you see the styling of the furniture, and you see and how it's put together, and the professionalism of the staff. The staff there really has been trained well, and then you start tasting the food. The food is at a whole other level. I really, I've eaten all over Jackson. I have eaten all over Jackson, and these brothers and sisters have put together a great combination of ambiance, a great combination of decor, a great combination of service.
Right.
That I really encourage everyone to participate in. The website is nextleveljxn.com.
And then you can also follow on Facebook, Next Level Experience, Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay, you can go to our Facebook page. We have the links posted up there as well.
Yeah, but make sure, in closing, just Sunday gospel brunch. That's what we impose, and we want everybody out. Sunday gospel brunch in the event center. So that's gonna be big. That's gonna be real big. Inviting everybody out.
Is there a number folks can call if they want to schedule any kinds of events?
We're encouraging people to go to the website and contact people there. That's, once again, nextleveljxn.com.
Okay. All right, brothers, we appreciate y'all for coming.
Well, thank you. As always.
And as always, you can always tune in. Again, ladies and gentlemen, that's nextleveljxn.com. And look at those pictures, and you will not be disappointed. I might even have my birthday party.
You gonna have a birthday party?
I turn 40 next month.
So I guess it's safe to say you're going to be there.
He'll schedule a birthday party, and then he'd be out. Yeah, I'm out in the farm. I'll be there in a little bit.
Oh, see that? No. We need you to say, or will you be there?
I'll be there.
Oh, you'll be there.
For your birthday party.
I won't miss my own birthday party.
Okay, all right. So we need to plan. We need to put this together. Keith, you hear that?
Yeah,
we need to go and get that together.
I-
Councilman Stan's birthday party will be
There
in
you
next
go.
level.
Definitely be there, y'all.
All right, there it is. We got it.
All right, so I want to recap a little bit about some events that's going on. Last week, if y'all saw the last city council meeting, it was a little rough, and I want to let folks know that we're not done yet. Just because we didn't get all the funding we were looking for and didn't get the support that we felt like that we deserved for Grove Park, we will continue to push. We were able to secure $80,000 of the $150,000 necessary to operate for the year. So we're about $70,000 short. I was disappointed that we weren't able to secure those other $70,000.
Right.
But don't be dismayed.
Right.
Because Ward 4 contributes a lot to the city's tax base. There's money being invested in other wards. Our ward is primarily parks and recreation and residences.
Right.
That's really the bulk of our whole ward. We have Grove Park, Westside Park, the VA Fields, the Environmental Learning Center, Buddy Butts Park, and Forest Hill Park in our ward. And we're mainly residential combined with that. We have a few commercial spaces, but it's mainly residential. So we contribute to this tax base, and we're going to continue to fight until we get what we deserve. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, bro. Now, what's the name of these guys' restaurants that you were talking about a minute ago?
It's the Next Level Experience. It's on the upstairs of the Belk building where the old Woodrow Watsons used to be.
What used to be?
Woodrow Watsons. Remember where McRae's was in the Metro Center? Woodrow Watsons was right there on the right hand side. It's right there, and you can go. Well, the brothers are still here if you want to ask them a question.
Yeah, the address is 3645 Highway 80 West in the Metro Center Mall, right there above the police station.
Okay, 3645.
3645.
Right above the police station. The restaurant name is M's Restaurant, but the entire complex is called Next Level. It's more than just a restaurant. It's an event space. It's like I said, it's 20,000 square feet of restaurant and event space. So it's a lot to take in. When you walk in, it's gonna take your breath away. I mean, it did for me.
Yeah, Emmy's Restaurant. Yeah, you'll see that outside.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
All right.
The people are listening.
No, that's right. They always listen. And again, if you want to, schedule an event there, you can go right to the website at www.nextleveljxn.com. That's NEXTLEVELJXN.com to take a look at the venue, all your event planners. They're starting off with Sunday brunches there real soon, so stay tuned for that. We'll announce those dates when that rolls out, and then they'll roll out to other. We want to scale this up. We don't just want to just jump out there with 20,000 square feet. These brothers are in for the long haul, and these sisters, so they're starting off small and growing versus starting off big and shrinking fast. So they got a great business plan with great folks with good business minds. Some folks say, "Why don't you just open the whole thing up immediately?" Well, you got to crawl before you walk. It's not about just starting a business. It's about making sure it's sustainable, and they move with not haste, but with diligence, and so.
And there is a plan involved. There is a plan involved in bringing high class events that people want to experience right here in Jackson. That you normally would have to go to Denver or to the East Coast or what,
stuff like that.
to experience. So you don't have to go to New Orleans. You don't have to go to Atlanta. You can go right to South Jackson.
I mean, I went Saturday.
Yeah.
And my parents beat me there. I'm for real. I show up, my mom, aunties there.
Everybody.
Because it's a nice upscale place. It's not, something else. It's nice, upscale. And then my dad showed up. I was like, let me just go home then.
Yeah.
Go home with the grandkids.
I got the pleasure of meeting your mom too, and she told me, she said, when I get down there, make sure you remember me. And so she said her son, man, you had kind of got close to the same name, so we really enjoyed her that night as well. So
It truly is something that Jackson can be proud of.
It is. It is. And so we got about 5 to 6 minutes left to go on the show, and we're going to keep pushing for the things that we know we deserve. In Ward 40, it's a shame that we're at a point where folks are talking about closing parks and things like that, but we're going to keep them open, and we're not going to give up until we win, because the folks that live on our side of town pay taxes just like folks who live on the other side of town. And if the city can invest millions of dollars in all these other things, it can invest in keeping our historic parks and those things open. Like I said, it's just sad that we're at the point where folks are talking about closing historic parks and historic libraries like the Fannie Lou Hamer Library and cutting the budget of Smith Robinson Museum. I think it's disrespectful. Me personally, I just think it's disrespectful to even be in that vein. Some things should be on the do not touch list. Smith Robinson was the first black local elected official in the city of Jackson. First place where black folks got an education.
Right.
Some stuff should be on the do not touch list. Just because of honor.
And they just show you the difference in Detroit, when they was releasing the city workers and everybody, the first thing they did was pass an ordinance to protect all their precious jewels, with the museum. Now, that was a different situation, but, taking pride in what they thought was good, but, definitely stuff like that.
We're gonna lock it down too.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming. Hey, caller, welcome to the show. What's your question or comment? We got 2 minutes left to go on the show.
Hey, I was trying to call and inquire about Emmy's restaurant in Old South over there.
Okay, you can go to www.nextleveljxn.com. That's NEXTLEVEL Jackson.com.
And what kind of food are they serving?
It's Cuban and Caribbean cuisine. And, I also want to say this, for people who might be looking for work.
Okay. And I know Keefe, so I know he's been working hard, and I know they got touring house, and they all been working really, really hard.
That's right, sister.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
appreciate that.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, caller. Welcome to the show. What's your question or comment? Turn your radio down, caller.
Okay.
You live on the air, caller.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I was just saying that. I agree. You talk about Smith Rock Museum and just historic stuff around the city. But I really just have to say this. You might as well just want to promote it and advertise and bring business. People just, some of us just don't even know.
You're right.
Like the
Right.
zoo over there,
You're right.
You're right.
The zoo has been there for years.
Right.
So you might have to invest in commercials or invest in some uplifting, just get somebody informed on what it is, man, because if not, that's just what you're faced with. You just have to close it. That's what it is. But if you don't know what it is, where it is, what it means, and if it's safe. So those are factors too. Some history is just, we want to know it, but we not going to risk going with some of these places on.
That's right.
I've been a Jackson all my life. But I'm going to tell you right now, man, there's some places I ain't going, and I'm glad to live out on your town right there. And you took that zoo over there on West Capitol Street.
Uh-huh.
Now, I've heard you got to fight to keep it there. I think it's a bad idea. I mean, you're not going to get anybody other than the elementary schools and some of those groups. You're not going to attract people that really want to come and have a good time at the zoo. They just ain't coming.
Right.
And so you have to factor some of that stuff in, man, and not be so stubborn on an idea.
Okay.
And just because it's been there for a while. So
I appreciate it.
look at it.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. And just one little comment off that is, about 60% of the people who come to the zoo don't even live in Jackson.
Mm.
So if other folks see value in what we have, and we don't see the same value, right?
Take it
That's
for
a
granted.
problem. We take it for granted.
A poor frog that don't praise his own
That's right.
farm.
Go by and take a look at these things. If 60-some% of the folks who come to the zoo don't even live in Jackson, right? That means we got tourist activity happening,
Right.
but we got local activity needs to happen even more.
That's it.
Because you get to ride a train for $2.
Mm-hmm.
You get to go around and
Somebody brave enough to go.
somebody. I do want to make one more announcement. The City of Jackson Department of Human and Cultural Services, Senior Services Division, the 23rd Annual Senior Health and Wellness Fair is going to be Wednesday, October 19th at the Jackson Convention Complex. So the Senior Health and Wellness Fair, October 19th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Convention Complex. It's 105 East Pascagoula. Let me catch this last caller before we get out of here. Hello, caller. Turn your radio down. We got 1 minute left to go on the show.
I'll make it real quick. You're talking about 60% of the people come outside of Jacksonville.
Yep.
The 40% of the ones that live in Jackson get no government. And we want to see the zoo be profitable, but a lot of us just ain't going. The ones that's coming outside of Jackson may not know no better. So I just want to make that point. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I appreciate it, brother. What they do know, they come. And they come over and over again. You know, we got folks living in Jackson their whole life and ain't been to the zoo.
Yeah.
You know, so we got to promote our own more than we promote other folks stuff.
Right.
You know, because we were successful at keeping it because the zoo was legal. And we're not really legal. It was going to be taken 2 years ago before we stepped in. And there was a plan because what we don't want, and we don't show we want, other folks will step in. Paul, we got 30 seconds left to go on the show. What's your question or comment?
Thank you for taking my call. To the caller previously, these areas don't believe the hype. They're gonna come back, and we're gonna wish we had stayed in our own neighborhood. If you take a look at Detroit, those people are just begging to get back in those neighborhoods that they left, thinking nobody was gonna come, and you know we can't make it here. We can't. Jackson is the size where we can come back, and we are coming back. Don't look at all the things you see on the news, because if you walk into some of these communities, we got businesses popping up everywhere.
That's right.
You know, so don't give up on us. Don't be out there telling people nobody want to come to the zoo, because they're coming.
That's
they
right.
are at the zoo. Our numbers are good. It's just where the budget sits, and we can't get the infrastructure work done right now because of where we are in the city. But our numbers are not down at the zoo.
Oh, that's right. The attendance is up. That's right. I appreciate it, Pat. All right.
Thank you.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, as always, we say every week, you know, all white folks not bad and all black folks not good. You got to figure out who you're going to deal with, use a little discernment, and rebuild your own village. And never let anybody put you in a position when you don't love your own people. Because when you hate your own people, you're part of the very oppression we're trying to lift ourselves out of. I love you, Jackson. We'll see y'all next week.